Hello everybody, I'm going to be discussing a popular debate right now, one that's very topical and has been discussed for some time and has been raging on the forums and in the media, and it is the homosexuality issue, nature versus nurture. In other words, are people born gay or do they become gay because of their environment and upbringing and other various circumstances? Now, my view on the issue is, who cares? I don't care if, people are due to be gay because of their environment or whatever, as Freud said, or whether it is, as many other scientists say, because of birth. Because basically, by using either argument, you are in some ways saying that you have to justify your sexuality. You are trying to justify your sexuality. Now, whether you're gay, straight, bisexual, or whatever, you do not need to justify your sexuality. You are who you are, and be happy with who you are, and get on with it. The real important issue is to show people that being gay is just like any other lifestyle. It's just the same, no better, no worse. By saying something is due to nature or nurture, is honestly nurture or nature more valid than the other? Does it make you being gay any more acceptable? No. And by saying it's due to nature, you run a very difficult risk and a big risk of actually falling into the hands of homophobes, because by saying I am born gay, and you are basically saying, I am born gay, Governor, I'm sorry, it's not my fault. Because I'm born gay, it's not my fault, it's my responsibility. But of course, if I wasn't gay, I'd choose not to be, and of course I could get out of it. But because I'm born gay, it's okay. I'm sorry, I can be pitied. As if somehow being born gay justifies you being gay, as if you need a justification for it, as if you need some sort of reason to be gay, as if suddenly, because you're born gay, it's not your fault. Who cares if it's your fault or not? You are gay. It doesn't matter. Also, if we use the nurture argument, we run the risk of saying future generations of parents will bring their child up in a different environment from the one perhaps in the future we find out that makes kids gay. As if that is also saying, because you're brought up in an environment, that environment can be avoided. Then there's always the argument of being gay is a grey area. From 1 to 10, we're all bisexual. Who cares what we are? Why does it matter? It honestly does not matter. You could be gay, you could be straight, you could be bi, you could be straight today, you could be gay tomorrow, whatever. Why are you justifying your sexuality? By trying to defend the fact that you or a gay person was born gay, or it was due to upbringing or nurture, you were basically trying to justify their right to be gay. So because they may have been born gay, it's not their fault. Why should it be their fault? Who cares if it's their fault? Who cares if they're gay? But because they were born gay, you're basically saying, well, because they were born gay, it's okay, but of course, it's not their fault. As if because they've got a disease, it's not their fault. Somehow they can take the blame elsewhere. But there's nothing wrong with being born gay any more than if you become gay because of your environment. There's anything wrong with that. Neither one is more valid than the other, and neither needs to be used to justify your sexuality. That is why I think the nurture versus nature argument on the gay issue is an irrelevant one and a red herring. And it is one, apart from this video, that I think is absolutely ridiculous. I myself used to take the nature argument, but then, as I say, I thought I was playing into the hands of homophobes. Why should anybody have to justify their sexuality because of how they were brought up, i.e. nature, or because of their birth, i.e. nature? And it's absolutely ridiculous. So by using and getting too involved in the nature versus nurture debate, I think gay people and pro-gay people and their supporters are falling right into the hands of homophobes and those who oppose homosexuality. The real deal and the real issue is to not worry about what other people think. And if we need to do things to get laws changed or whatever, to show people that the lives being led are no different from other people's. There's nothing perverted about being gay. Nothing particularly unnatural. Because at the end of the day, do we honestly think we are going to change the views by proving whether people are born gay or whether people are gay because of their environment? Are we really going to change the views of homophobes or bigots? Of course not. People will always say if you're born gay, well, it's not your fault. But of course they'll say, oh, but it's something to be pitied. They'll come out with stupid arguments like paedophiles are born gay or whatever, and they'll use it somehow, I think, to equate the two. Similarly, the bringing up argument, people will always say, will change different generations in future about how we bring them up. But one argument we will not change is, people may say they were born gay or that they became gay because of their environment, but the argument that will always be used, whether it's nature versus nurture, is that people can choose to live the gay lifestyle. People can always say, like in the old days, yeah, you can be gay in the army, just don't disclose it, just don't lead the lifestyle. Yes, you can be a gay priest, just lead a celibate life. You know, be celibate, just don't live the gay lifestyle. So therefore, whether you use the nature or nurture argument, people will always deny you that lifestyle. People will always say you can't live it. So what I'll say to you is, no need to justify your sexuality due to the nature versus nurture argument, because you'll very much often run the risk of falling into the hands of homophobes. Just show people that you're just like anybody else if you want to. But whatever you are, gay, straight or bisexual, you don't need to justify yourselves at all. So therefore, to me, the homosexual debate over nurture versus nature is a red herring and totally irrelevant to how you live your lives and how I live with mine, okay? And how I live mine as well. So just get on with your life, be happy with who you are, and don't justify your lives to anyone. You don't need to justify your life to me, and I don't need to justify my life to you. Just be happy. People will like your lifestyle, some will disapprove, some will approve. Bugger them, so to speak. You know? You are the one that's important. You get on with your own life. But remember, for me, too much importance and irrelevance is placed in the nurture versus nature argument. Why do we need to know? Why do we need it to justify anything? And what is the importance, and what will be done with the information, and whatever is done with it, how will people benefit, and will it honestly change the views of bigots and those who are prejudiced and those who don't understand? That's my tuppence worth. Thank you. So what I'm really saying is that the argument is totally irrelevant whether it's due to nature versus nurture. By saying you're born gay, you run the risk of almost apologising for being gay by saying, I was born gay, so there's nothing I could have done about it, as if you needed to do anything about it. As if to say, well, I was born black, but if I wasn't born black, I'd be another colour. So that's one of the risks you run. And even if being gay is a choice, as some say, who cares? Why shouldn't you make the choice of being gay? Personally, I've never met anybody who has made the choice, and I'm not convinced people do make the choice. But even if you did, why does that make being gay less valid? Why does it matter? So all of these arguments are just red herrings about nature versus nurture and totally irrelevant. What they really do is harm the real argument and delay the real argument, which is there is really nothing wrong with being gay. That's what you need to do, because it's not going to change the views of bigots or whatever, whether you were born gay or not. They'll still be bigoted. What is important is to show the government that gay people are not the perverts some people think, that gay people are not living some bizarre lifestyle. There will be gay people who live a bizarre lifestyle, as there will be straight people. But basically, and I'm not going to use the word normal, because nobody is normal, and I hate the word normal. But the real question is, why shouldn't people be gay? And what is wrong with the lifestyle, if you can call it a lifestyle? But whether you've made a choice to be gay, whether you were born gay, or whether you're gay because of your environment, or whether you're bisexual or straight, you are what you are. And I honestly do not think that trying to find out whether you're born gay or not will achieve anything. And it's just an irrelevance and a red herring. And totally takes away from the real argument about being allowed to be who you are and what you are, and do it with whom you want to do it with, and to be who you want to be. Thank you.